Serbisyong care yan, tatak care yan.
Mga tugang, tayo ngayon ay tawag dito blessed kasi meron tayong bisitang makakapanayam na isang batikang abogado at pag-uurulayan tangaling niya ang tungkol sa bawal bastos law or anti-bastos law
or Safe Spaces Act.
Oo, yan po ang pag-uurulayan tangon niyan. Kung ikaw ka mo makahaputan, pakihanda nyo na po at meron tayong maaasahang makakasimbag kaya. So, hindi sa damdaming sa ating serbisyong ganyan, i-welcome tayo niya na pagkaaga ang head lawyer ng Francesco Celestial Britannico Law Office. Galing pa ito sa Makati via Zoom. Mga kapatid, welcome natin sa ating programa si Attorney Francesco Celestial Britannico. Attorney, good morning.
Maikling panahon na ginugugol natin sa opisina, for example, may itaas natin
magandang umaga sa lahat ng
ang ating
nakikinig.
productivity.
Parang may sound.
Bakit may sound
May
bump?
sound note.
Naman hindi lugi ang lahat.
Napapansin ko si ano.
Kapag iaas
Ayun.
Oo.
Sige, Attorney ulit. Good morning po.
Attorney?
Can you hear me?
Yeah. We can hear you. Yes, good morning, Attorney. Kumusta po?
Good morning po ulit.
Yes.
Maganda ulit na makita kayo at ang mga nakikinig.
Oho, at siyempre masaya kaming nakita kayo ulit, Attorney, at available ka sa amin sa ating mga kababayan hindi sa Bicolandia.
And we're so excited, Attorney, kasi marami kaming natututunan po sa pakikipag-usap sa inyo. Ano po?
Siyempre, lalong-lalo na sa pag-uusapan natin ngayon, anti-bawal bastos law. Anti-bastos law. Yun po ang ating pag-uusapan ngayon. Attorney, bati ka muna sa lahat ng listeners natin sa buong Pilipinas at sa buong mundo.
Yes, magandang umaga po ulit sa lahat at sana po ay magandang araw ninyo at sa darating na Holy Week.
Oho, at ito, Attorney, maraming salamat at siyempre pambungad natin. Ano po talaga ang laman ng law na yan, ng anti-bastos law?
Sir, yung bawal bastos law, yung tinatawag nating Safe Spaces Act, it's Republic Act 11313. Noong mga 2019 pa po siya pinasa. Ang kanyang punto po ay to protect people against sexual harassment. Dahil yung ating batas na nakaraan dati ay it protected yung anti-sexual harassment law natin dati noong 1990s pa. Ang kanyang nilalaman dati ay protection laban sa sexual harassment from superiors. Kunyari ay may supervisor or may guro or may taong may ascendancy or authority.
Opo.
Pero yung ating bawal bastos law, it's broader. And it protects against sexual harassment in streets, public spaces, online spaces, work and education, not just from superiors to their subordinates, but also among people of the same level or from some subordinate even, papunta sa authority figure.
So mas pinalawak siya, Attorney, ano? Mas pinalawak siya kasi dati parang sa superior and subordinate relationship. Ngayon, para sa lahat na, kahit sino.
Yes, sir. And also because dahil nga ginawa na siya since the 1990s, bagong batas siya, meron na siyang provisions para sa online, yung online spaces against sexual harassment on online spaces. And then it's also more inclusive in that yung tinatawag niyang gender-based sexual harassment in that ang protection is to all genders and it protects against unwanted advances or ridicule, yung pag-iinsulto in some way. So, mas broad siya at saka mas inline siya with yung current natin na sitwasyon dahil ang dami nang nangyayari. Yung interactions natin are not just in person, not just in public places, but also online.
Uy, maganda yun.
Sinabi nyo, Attorney, kanito ay sa lahat ng gender. Kasi kadalasan po, nababastos ay kababaihan at hindi naman po mga kalalakihan. So, ibig sabihin, applicable din ito sa mga lalaki?
Yes, sir. Sa mga lalaki, kung yung pag-iinsulto or yung unwanted advances towards them are gender-based, edi ito po ay included. Kasi po, of course, it might be that yung lalaki yung perpetrator but lalaki rin po yung recipient ng unwanted advances. Or babae yung nag-a-advance na mga ayaw naman silang unwanted din galing sa lalaki. Or sa anong kasarian po, sir?
So, hindi ibig sabihin nito na itong anti-bastos, bawal bastos law ay tungkol lang sa sexual harassment. Mas malawak na siya. Pati
Well,
pang
it's sexual
insulto.
harassment, but it specifically covers not just one sex, but all sexes, and also it involves po yun nga po yung ridicule, hindi lang po yung unwanted advances, pero kung iniinsulto sila dahil sa kanilang sexual,
Okay.
dahil sa kanilang gender. So of course, kaya kasama po dun sa public spaces yung prohibition na tatawagin yung tao, sisigawan sila para kahit yung catcalling ay pinagbabawal, yung kanilang nagtatawag sila in public na in a way that is unwanted and makes people uncomfortable. Kasama po yun doon sa coverage ng batas.
Sige.
Yung catcalling, defined yun. Yung attorney, yung kindat. Halimbawa, kinindatan ka. At
Well,
medyo na-offend ka. Pwede ba yun?
Well, it does depend, but of course actually the way the law defines it is that it's an unwanted advance. So if it is in the context of a sexual advance, and if it is in the context of being unwanted, edi yun po ang nagiging patakaran, because yung ginagawa po ng batas, pinagbabawal niya is the action, and so in terms of how it is received or understood and how it is meant, all of this will be taken together. So kung kininditan somebody for a non-sexual reason, that of course would be considered, but it will also be considered in that how was it received by the other side.
Kung may
So,
pagnanasa.
Yes sir, at saka kung ano po yung pagkakaintindi rin ng kabila, dahil it's a two-way, it's communication po kasi. So that means there's two sides to it also.
Okay, attorney, lang po natin, linawin para ano po yung mga halimbawa, ibig sabihin, para maintindihan po ng ating mga tagapakinig, yung catcalling, yung wolf whistling na yan, yung unwanted comments, para alam po nila na ma-prevent
Bawal
nila.
yun, oo.
Alin ba po yung pinakasakop ng batas na ito?
Well, sige sir. I mean, very clear. Some of it can be very clear enough. Yung unwanted physical advances, groping, or that making offensive body gestures at somebody. So yung physical actions na kahit hindi mo hinahawakan, pero yung kabila, pero the way that you depict your hands towards somebody to communicate. Yung pambabastos po talaga. Medyo clear naman po yung
Yes.
yung pangalan. Kaya yun doon yung punto na kung pambabastos siya, kung binabastos yung tao sa sinisigawan siya from across the street, for example, na magsasabi ng something about the body of the person, about the way the person is dressed, na yun po yung ating catcalling or wolf whistling, yung sumisipol dahil may dumaan po na sinasabi niya ay na sila po ay yung kanilang sa paningin ay nagnanasa sila. Yun po yung depictions na iyon, yung expressions like that, yun po ay covered by the bawal bastos law.
Pero attorney, paano mukhang mahirap, iniisip ko lang, mahirap ito maging material sa korte kasi paano mo mapapatunayan na meron siyang ganong intention? Ano ba ang pwedeng dalhin ng ebidensya? Pwede na ba ang
Yes.
mahirap
Well, of course it does depend on the gravity of what was actually done. Pero po if it's very clear sa sinabi ng tao na siya po ay nagko-comment tungkol sa katawan or pananamit ng isang naglalakad lang across the street, or kung sa kanyang ginawa yung kanyang meron pong grouping or things like that, in terms of what the evidence would be, well, in the first place, yung initial po na penalty dito would be a fine. Hindi po agad siya dediretso sa isang pagkukulong, although those are possibilities under the law. In terms of the evidence, kaya rin din po yung implementing provisions ng batas at ng implementing rules, nagsasabi sila na yung proseso, kasama po doon ay minamandate yung mga government, yung mga LGU natin, and then also even yung mga places of business na magkaroon po ng mga CCTV in public spaces para po may mapapakita po na may talagang nangyari sa public spaces natin. Ini-encourage yung mga local government units to put CCTV cameras. And then also,
Yes.
yung affidavit mismo ng tao. They will submit an affidavit na nanunumpa sila na ito yung nangyari. Then of course, may pagkakataon po yung akusado to defend themselves and to say something that they did something else. But in terms of the meaning of the act, it will be based on, well, common human experience naman po, dahil na nakikita na kung ano yung intention, at not just the intention but also how it was received by the person. Kasi po it's very crucial, I think, na doon sa batas nakalagay doon unwanted. So kung you cannot just decide na you feel like, if I just want to compliment somebody tungkol sa kanyang ano yung sa appearance niya. But if it is unwanted, if it makes somebody uncomfortable, then yung ginawa kong gano'n ay hindi po siya tama at hindi po siya katanggap-tanggap sa ilalim ng batas.
O kasi naman, attorney, halata naman siguro yung pag gusto mo man lang mag-appreciate, halata naman siguro, may pagkakaiba naman yun sa pambabastos, ano, attorney?
Oo.
Well, yung ginagawa po kasi ng ating batas is that it is not just our intention but also it penalizes the act itself. So hindi lang po yung ating kalooban ang titingnan ng batas, pero kumbaga what did we actually do and how was it received. So hindi natin pwedeng sabihin lang na, well, ako po ay sa pananaw ko lang yun. But kasi po ang pwedeng mangyari dito ay yung person hurt himself or herself. What is that person comfortable with?
Hindi ba kinonsider, attorney, ng as far as the spirit of this law is concerned, di ba kinonsider ng batas na ito yung cause kung bakit naman siya nabastos?
Example, yung kanyang pananamit.
Pananamit naman yan, sobra naman, di ba?
Hindi sir, kasi ang ginagawa po ng batas also is that it considers and it recognizes the right of somebody to dress the way they want and then to conduct themselves the way they want as long as wala pong nasasaktan. So in terms of yung kanilang yung karapatan din nila na hindi sila ipagtawanan or maging subject of certain advances nga po, yung pagtatawag across them to mainsulto sila or maharas dahil sa kanilang pananamit or pagkakatao. Kasi po yung bawal bastos law, it also protects po yung iba-ibang kasarian and also the way that they express themselves. So hindi lang po dahil somebody has an opinion, that means that they are able to subject somebody to something that will make them feel unsafe. Kasi rin po, it's also about the social safety of the people. Yung dahil rinerespeto yung kanilang karapatan to express themselves, then that is given protections.
Attorney, kasama po ba dito yung, halimbawa, yung body shaming po ba ay pwedeng isama dyan sa anti-bastos law? Yung body shaming?
It can be, particularly if it's tied to the gender or the sexual character. Kasi po yung gender po kasi dito sa batas, it's recognized as a social understanding. Ano po ba yung social norms about men and women and other genders. So if yung comment or insult or yung advance is based on that, then it can be covered.
Punta tayo, attorney, sa definition ng gender. Kasi kung sa batas na to ay very general or very broad na ang meaning ng gender, is di ba ang batas naman natin ay nagsasabi na dalawa lang naman talagang gender?
Well, not exactly, sir, because yung batas po natin na ito, it mentions men and women, but it also mentions gender as a social construct. So iba po naman po kasi ang biology at yung gender. Dahil sa gender po is ang understanding to, it's a social norm, and then in that you can have biological being a man or a woman biologically, but in terms of one's social, and in terms of yung social at saka yung personal identification, meron po silang sa kanila, meron pong hindi po siya ganun ka-stark.
Oo, okay. Kasi hindi naman dito male or female ang pinag-uusapan. Kundi ang pinag-uusapan dito ay ang pambabastos. Okay. Sa anong sitwasyon na natin masasabi, attorney? Kasi yung iba biro lang naman eh. Biro lang ang iba dyan ang dating. So, sa anong sitwasyon masasabi natin ang isang biro ay harassment
Magiging harassment
na
siya.
pala ito?
Well, okay. Sir, for one, ang ginagawa po ng batas is that it does have an escalating scale, in that the first offense is not penalized as much. So kasi po ang understanding is that if somebody is subjected to, sa ilalim ng batas na ito, ng insulto, for example, or advances, at sinabi nila ayaw nila ng ganun, but somebody continues again, and then a complaint is raised again, and mas clear na po sa sitwasyon na ganun that it is actually already unwanted, and so the law provides for there will be a higher penalty and then a higher penalty. So it does not necessarily start with the serious penalizations. It might be something like a fine, pero it can really escalate up to a period of imprisonment, kasi you can understand na nakailan na po yan, tapos sinabi na pong ayaw niyang ginaganon siya, tapos pag pangatlong complaint na, pangatlong proseso ng dinaanan nito, hindi na po siya ma-justify, I feel, as biro na lang.
Correct.
And then also the law does have particular, in terms of yung responsibility for what is done, aside from the personal responsibility on the part of the person who gave the unwanted advance or sexual harassment, meron ding binibigay na responsibility sa institution. The local government, yes, like as we mentioned, it's supposed to give processes on how are you able to file a complaint. It also provides responsibilities on the part of the workplace, the school. So yung office space po, they are mandated to have a committee where if you feel like you were sexually harassed, you have a mode of submitting it to them for it to be addressed. So that is also going to be a forum for addressing kung biro lang ba yan, did it actually reach what is considered to be sexual harassment. It also will be a forum for the workplace or the school to explain to the complainant, explain to the respondent na what is unacceptable, what is acceptable in this context. And then ang nangyayari po in fact is that yung cases na ito, sila po they themselves can be penalized if they do not make these committees and present make these forums for them to have the place po where these questions can be resolved. So doon po sa workplace, ang mandate po is that the committee must have representatives from the different strata of the organization. So if it's a big company, for example, may rank and file at meron din pong ibang members, then there's a requirement that there must be representation of women in the committee. In fact, dahil po sa sensitivity nito, ang nakalagay, if there is such a formal committee, and this does apply to organizations with at least 10 employees, yung women, babae po dapat yung head ng committee para po to provide a safe space.
Halimbawa, attorney, ito kasi nga pinakasakop nito ay school, workplace, public spaces.
Lahat, oo.
Yung online po, pag-usapan po natin yung online spaces, halimbawa social media, chats and messages. Pero ang ginagamit po ng tao ay picking account. I mean, dummy account. Paano po hahabulin ang ganoong klase ng pagbabastos?
Well, that would of course be difficult dahil kung dami account, mahirap pong hanapin
maraming ganyan eh.
saan po galing yung person na yun. So I mean, of course, now yung with the laws now and with the forced registration of cell phone numbers, so those things being tied to those accounts, if
Okay.
one were interested enough, you could investigate. It would take quite a lot of effort. You would have to secure investigation to get into these to require these companies to provide ano ba yung account number that's tied to this account, and then sino po ba yung person behind it. So that would of course be difficult. But in terms of in terms of the penalty involved, though, the penalties for online sexual harassment are a bit are more serious in a way. Dahil po yung mga nabanggit ko po na iba in the workplace or in the public spaces, or yung in general they are resolved po on the committee level or in the local level. They can be penalized, and then they do, and they can also go to court, and you can have a penalty of up to 6 months imprisonment for violation here. But for online, pwede pong umabot ng 4 years ang imprisonment. At unlike the other acts na if you don't file a complaint within a certain period of time, mag-expire, magpe-prescribe po yung penalization. Kumbaga, it's been the law does not allow complaining, filing a complaint under the Bawal Bastos Act after a certain amount of time has passed. But for online, imprescriptible po yan. Even if it took place 4 years ago, nandun pa rin naman yung post. Pwede po rin i-complain yan doon sa, at habulin pa rin yung the person who posted that harassment. And also, as yung institution, one of the things that's interesting about the Bawal Bastos law is that if the person or the organization that committed the violation is something like a let's say it's a public transport or a something that is in the media, yung license itself of the organization can be subject to suspension or cancellation, because if they were the ones who perpetrated this. So if there is harassment that is done and it's not addressed, and it's committed by the organization itself, yung kanilang license to operate itself can be suspended or canceled.
So mas mabigat ang pagdating sa social media. Anyway, sir, balikan natin yung personal. Halimbawa, ito, intention versus effect. Halimbawa, inakbayan ng lalaki ang babae. Ang intention naman ng lalaki, okay lang, friends tayo eh. So yun ang intention. Iibang epekto sa babae. Nabastos siya dun eh. Ano ang gagalang ng papakinggan ng batas? Yung intention o yung effect?
Well, the determinative point talaga, sir, is the unwantedness. So if it's unwanted, then it would be the intention. This is sa batas po kasi natin, in terms of our laws, we have what is called we make the distinction between the act and the intent. And this is a law that is mala in se, that it's what you penalize is the act, not the intent. So even if somebody saying that I'm thinking of something else, because sir, yung mga batas po natin, what they are also is that they are a way of producing norms. So sinasabi po ng ating lipunan, ito ang batas at ito yung dapat nating maging patakaran. So it's not just the law identifies the line. What the law does, it actually makes the line on what is acceptable behavior. So that in this case, it's not simply intent, but the act itself that is looked at. It is the act that's looked at.
Attorney, sa panahon natin ngayon, ito bang batas na ito ay may ngipin?
May ngipin? Yes, sir. Dahil po, like I said, it can come to as much as 4 years ang imprisonment. So from time to time, we see it in the news that somebody files a complaint for online harassment. It can be a serious thing talaga na pwedeng up to 4 years, from 6 months to 4 years ang imprisonment. That's possible under this law. So So it's a serious thing as well.
Saan po sila? Halimbawa, ganito, mayroon po silang complaint. Saan po sila unang
Yes.
pupunta?
Sir, teka lang po.
Sige po,
Yung
sige
aking
po.
device, I think, is mawawalan ng power. I'm sorry. I need to do
Okay.
something about this.
Oo.
I'll be right with you, sir.
Sige po.
Okay. So, pambira,
Tingnan mo sir, may mga halimbawa dito ng paglabag. Ito yung mga halimbawa daw ng paglabag. Catcalling o yung pagsipol.
oo.
O pagsasabi ng siksi. Kaya wag ka magsasabi
Dahil ko nagsasabi ka yan.
Pangalawa,
Serious,
yung,
ano na ako dyan, silent.
pangalawa yung biro. Yung sexual na biro.
Ang biro naman na, sabi na to is kung ito ay may
Mayroong
sexual
intentions.
advancement.
Yung parang
Tsaka hindi siya comfortable.
Oo.
It's your action Hindi
Tapos yung
oo.
malisyosong titig.
Naku, mahirap yun.
Oo.
Paano mo naman malalaman na ang titig mo malisyoso?
baka yung malisyosong titig sir, nagliliwoy na sa
Bako na titig yun. Ang titig, Karuni, mata.
Mata.
Maray kung ang mata mo, may sa alimasag.
May antina.
May antina. O, nandiyan na siya.
Sige. Opo. Andiyan siya.
Yes, sir. In terms of ano po yung proseso, how do you
Yes.
file a complaint?
Yes, po.
sir.
Oo.
Well, kaya po yung gobyerno, yung batas natin mandated na yung mga LGU, yung mga munisipyo will have a dedicated place. For one, they're supposed to make announcements and make this law public. And two, they're supposed to have a desk where you can go there and complain. And in fact, they also are authorized to, even yung mga local or public enforcers, even traffic enforcers are authorized to issue tickets on this. Pwede
Talaga?
kang tikitan for it. Yun po yung nakalagay doon sa batas, and then you can escalate it. So, you can file a complaint, tapos pwede po siyang i-escalate papunta sa korte. And then also, doon sa workspace, doon sa schools, you go to the committee, you go to, and you ask, and you submit the information, and then they will schedule it for basically an investigation. So yung organizations themselves are supposed to have committees to be the place where you can submit your complaint, and then it can be addressed at that level. But also have the option ultimately of bringing the matter to court. So kung ganun po ka-serious, dahil umabot na po na sa point na, for example, the actions were so serious as to merit a feeling of unsafeness, or the harassment is palpably felt, then they can file the case in court, and the law does have criminal provisions for criminal penalties.
Meron comment ho dito, attorney, bago tayo magtapos. May comment dito ang isa sa mga viewers natin. Sabi niya, para walang mababastos na babae, dapat umayos din sila. Magdamit sila ng disente at wag halos kita na ang kalamnan, kita ng dibdib o kung ano-ano pa. Ano ang masabi natin doon, attorney?
Well, as I said, sir, yung batas naman po it provides for the protection of personal expression. And then also that can be the prevailing opinion of certain persons, but the law itself provides that that's not
Yes. Oo,
that's not
understand.
acceptable.
That
The law
way.
itself it provides the standard by which the society should be ordered.
Correct.
So, hindi lang po dahil sa aking opinion ay pwede kong sabihin ito about somebody dahil nga kung sa aking opinion ay hindi naman nakakasakit, pero it's actually unwanted. It makes the people feel unsafe na naglalakad sila in that space. So kasi po ang I would say that the idea of the law also is that people should feel safe to be who they are. And that also means, but that doesn't mean that we are allowed to infringe on other people's spaces.
Right. We understand. Attorney, bago tayo magtapos, paalala nyo po or reminder sa ating mga kalalakihan, mga kababayan na medyo, ang tawag dito, pwedeng magkaroon ng ganitong problema. Tawag dito, paalala sa ating mga kababayan.
Well, there is the law. It helps protect the rights of people. Of course, ultimately, what we would want to, I think what the law is about also is it's respect towards each other.
Yeah,
So
right.
if we respect each other and if we are sensitive, then there might be misunderstandings, there might be friction, but they can be avoided or they can be resolved. So sana hindi po umabot sa punto na we feel our opinion is enough to outweigh the necessary respect we must give to each other.
Mhm. Maraming salamat, Attorney, sa inyong napakayamang mga binahagi sa amin ngayong umaga. Sana makasama pa namin ulit kayo sa mga susunod nating pag-uusap sa mga batas na dapat malaman ng taong bayan. Maraming salamat po.
Maraming salamat, Sir Rico, Sir Ronnie, at salamat po ulit sa nakikinig.
God bless po, Attorney.
God bless. Wow. Grabe.
Oho.
Attorney, pagpalain ka ng Panginoon. Yan po si Attorney Francesco Celestial Britannico, ang head lawyer ng Francesco Celestial Britannico Law Office sa Makati. Na kahit busy at artistahin si Attorney.
Oo.
Parang
10 beses ang...
parang naging nunal tayo.
Garo pati kita naging konsana, naging ano nga po kini.
Ano nunal o tungay?
Bako lang sir, garo kita naging gones.
Narimati kita. Nawara ang pagkasulapit ko.
Garo bako na ako muchos guapitos. Garo mucho na lang.
Pamira yan.
Pamira yan.
Tigparatawanan, papati tayo ni Bob. Pamira yan.
Ay, pero maganda na papag-usapan niya yung gano'n.
Oo, bawal na pala.
Bawal ka maging alimango, sir.
Karo ni, tigil-tigilan mo yan ng spiritual limasag mo. Gusto mo ang makulong?
Nakailing ka ng alimasag? Sa alimasag?
Ayo.
Ano ang mata niya?
Magkaroanti na ba ka? Tapos nag-iwala yan, o?
Nag-iwala? Primero, nag-argan yan, nagkatago.
Tago.
Pag may nahiling, nagkataas.
Tapos mahiwalay. Ang saro sa kanan, ang saro sa kaliwa. May salimasag. Bawal iyon.
Bawal pala yun. Na may salimasag.
Bawal yun.
Bawal na.
Sige. Dahil pa man, gabi ka man. Gabi ka man naman. Nagmamadali ka man, napapalayas na talaga yun si Bama.
Sige, yun talaga gusto na gani magali.
Paalala tabi sa mga anti-bastos law. Bawal bastos law.
Safe Spaces Act pala yun.
Ayun, so kahit saan pala kahit lalaki. Kahit ikaw pala karon pag hinimas-himas ka, di pwede.
Ay, di pwede.
Ay,
kakasuhan mo. Maski titigan ako.
Ay.
Titigan ng tula ko.
Bawal. Batang ang tulak mo.
Apple of the eye.
Batang ang tulak mo, yummy.
Ano nga rin sa biga baka may hotdog?
Masarap ang prituhon.
Burger. Footlong. Sige.
Bawal.
Sige, kaya nakita niya.
Bawal yun. Kaya sabi ni Bishop Ferding, kaya ingat kayo. Ingat kayo? Ingat tayo.
Ingat ka, sir.
Pading. Ingat tayo.
Ingat ka.
Sabi ni Pading Roore.
Ano da?
Nauubos na ng mga gasolina nila. Magbakal kita urat dyan. Hoy, paalam na kami.
Sige.
Sabahad kung ano pag masabi namin. Basta kami, ingat na kami. Ingat na kami. Ingat tayo, ha?
Ingat.
Okay, lagi nating paalala habang may oras pa.
Tanggapin natin si Jesus bilang Panginoon at tagapagligtas ng ating buhay.
Nakasama natin sa technical side ang magpapaalam na ilang araw na lang hindi na natin sila masisilayan.
Sapagkat naghahanap daw ito ng green pasture.
Iyay. Ang sabi niya nga, baka nga hindi nakaabutan ng 15. Nagmamadali
nga.
Ayun nga ni, para alas 7:54 pa lang. Araw na kami kaya. Ano na yan?
Sige.
Paalam na sabi kami. Sabi ni Sister Wing Lucenario, hagal pa. Huli ka na si Swing. Pauwi na kami.
Review mo na sa si Swing.
Iyo. Bawal titigan ang Winnie the Pooh. Iyo, bawal.
Iyo!
Bawal yan.
4 years tabi ang imprisonment ka yan.
Oo, makakasuhan ka ng illegal looking.
Illegal sightseeing.
Illegal sightseeing of the ab.
Illegal sightseeing of Bulubundukin.
Ayan, of Bulubundukin. You don't do that.
Don't do that.
Paalam namin.
Sige po.
Kami po ang inyong kabarkada, kalakakan, kalmusalan tuwing umaga. Ang hindi na hindi nagbabago. Mr. Solamente, Rico Janet.
At ako naman po ang muchos guapitos in el mundo, Mr. Guapito.
Pag wala si Atty.
Ronnie Renzales.
Pag wala si Atty.
Pag si Atty. Mucho. God bless po sa inyo.
Bye-bye.